I just always thought Hollywood was the greatest place I could be. And I didn't know what I wanted to do there, but when my mother put me in ballet lessons at Noretta Dunworth Dance Studio, I felt like I was home. I felt like I knew what my dream was. I was gonna be a professional dancer or a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, you pick. I felt great. I felt like I was good enough. And it was such an awesome thing to find something that made me so happy. And I knew that that was my path in life until life took a left turn. When I was 11 years old, I'll never forget being called into the doctor's office after I'd had the routine scoliosis screening that all girls had to have for curvature of the spine. That was the first test I ever failed. I spent the next year in and out of hospitals, having electric shock therapy, trying to stop the curve of my runaway spine. They told me I was gonna have to be in a brace for 6 years, a full body brace, and I wasn't gonna be Claire from the Nutcracker. I was gonna be Joan Cusack from 16 Candles. Do you remember her? She couldn't even get a drink of water. And that didn't even work. So when they told me I was gonna have to have spinal reconstructive surgery or be paralyzed, possibly, I was fighting a completely new bully, and this bully was winning. I ended up being flown to Miami Children's Hospital. My father didn't want to just settle for what they were telling him about his daughter. They said I was gonna have to have spinal reconstruction and be in a body cast for 6 months. My physicality was gonna be completely limited. I ended up having the surgery, and I remember when I came out of surgery, my dad made me posters of all my boyfriends, Kirk Cameron, Scott Baio, Corey Feldman from Goonies, Sean Astin, and they with little motivational quotes. The cool thing in life is that I ended up meeting every single one of these guys. And I ended up cross-country skiing 4 months later because I didn't believe the doctors. I didn't believe what they had to say. Sometimes we have to think outside the box. My father found a test case surgery from Europe. I was one of the first kids to ever have it. It's what they're doing now. And remember the body cast that they said I never had one day in the body cast. So sometimes life takes a left turn. You need to look behind door number 2. You might just have to ski over there. By the way, that was the last time I skied. I mean, there's just no reason to do that. It's very cold. Not really. I'm glad that I'm physically able to do whatever I want, but why? You know, I'm not a fan of any, like, I don't know if you're hiker people here. I don't get why anybody would walk up a mountain unless you're on The Bachelorette. Like, why would you do that? There's no buffet up